Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. We're going to do a pick a pile today. And so I'm using the Akashic Tarot for our card of focus, and we're just going to have one today. All right, and then we're going to read from all three piles. So our card of focus is the Three of Scrolls, setting your course. And if you look at the image, of course, they're on a ship. You can see the wind's blowing. It's pushing them in a direction. The captain is looking through his telescope at the horizon ahead. And he's got two shipmates or crew members who have, looks like a map or something unrolled. They're navigating, you know, they're trying to figure out where they're going and what they're going to do. So when we get this card, it kind of indicates, it indicates a time to broaden your horizons. Okay, both in your personal life and in your business life, and not to limit yourself to just one direction. Okay, your opportunities right now are greater than what you see in front of you. Right, this is why he has a telescope. He's looking far away. So when you widen your scope, you're going to find that you actually do have some limitless options. And possibly boundless wealth, right? Because it does talk about broadening your horizons in your personal and your business worlds. So this card can also show a potential partnership, right? Or a collaboration. It's the Three of Scrolls. Or maybe an affiliation with three people, right? Who can be helpful with you on your path. It can also indicate travel or relocation, those kinds of things. But in the full scope, the full scope with the telescope, it's about broadening. It's about expanding your personal and your business life, because there are possibilities around you. There are opportunities around you that you may not be seeing. Okay, so that is our card of focus. And I am going to use that focus with these three piles. So pile number one, we have the Witch of the Forest Tarot. Pile number two, we have the Mermaid Tarot, which I love. I love all these. And then pile number three, we have the Wandering Star. So feel free to choose a pile. Feel free to listen to all of them, because I have a feeling we're going to get some different messages, possibly. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna see how this is gonna go. I kind of was interested in trying it this way today. So go ahead and pick your pile, and I will see you there. All right, pile number one, we're going to use the Witch of the Forest Tarot Magic, and we're going to dig into this card of expanding our horizons, expanding into our personal and business lives for unlimited possibilities. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here. Happy to be with you on your journey. Happy that you're with me on mine, and absolutely honored to be able to bring you these messages today. And we may be photobombed by a cat. Nope. Okay. Please keep in mind, this is a timeless reading, and also for the general collective. It's not a one-on-one. All right, so take it as it resonates. Okay, right out of the gate, we have the Lovers card. Well, it can be lovers. It can be, it's definitely a card of passion. Typically, the Lovers is really about sort of realigning with your core values, right? With your beliefs. And then using that as a filter for everything in your life. You see everything through that lens. And then you understand what's in alignment and what's not for yourself, right? And your energy is rest and recovery. So it seems that, yeah, you might need to get some rest. You might need to recover from something to take care of yourself, get some sleep. Rest and recovery in your energy. I'll take that one. And then keep in mind we have, wow, this is, so it's the Four of Wands, which is a milestone marker. Okay, so there is definitely, with the lovers and well, I mean, the lovers and the Four of Wands together is actually kind of a marriage scenario kind of thing as well, or a union of some sort. But it's also a card of freedom. It's a card of, well, it's a milestone marker, like a marriage, or it's an achievement, right? You've achieved something that you were trying to achieve. You know, a graduation is an example. It's also considered a party card. It's this sense of freedom where you can just go and celebrate and not have any fear that you're going to get in trouble, or, you know, typically in, you know, traditional decks, you'll see the people come out of the walls of the castle away from the protection and into the open to celebrate. Okay. So this is a milestone marker. So there's something about you coming into alignment. Maybe you're going to come into alignment through rest. Maybe you're getting messages in your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. It is quite possible. Or your dreams can be really healing for you right now. Broadening your horizons. Well, definitely if you can realign with your core beliefs, you're going to find that there are things in your life that don't fit anymore, right? And you're going to discover things in your life that are missing, and you're going to fill them, right? When you look through that lens of the Lover's card. And the Judgment card with the Lover's card. Yeah, so you're really reassessing. You're realigning, you're reassessing. And, you know, you're in kind of a judgment phase. So you're assessing your life. You're looking at your life, right? We're our own worst critics. But this is an awakening card. It's a card of transformation. So with you, the nature of this reading is get in alignment. Understand who you are, and that is going to change you. It's going to allow, you're already in this resting phase, right? So this is kind of a cosmic timeout too, I think, that Four of Swords. But it's a celebratory thing. It's not, this isn't bad. This is expansion. This is expanding your horizons, right? When we get into this awakening, this transformation energy with the Lovers and the Judgment card together, you gain a new perspective. And when we gain a new perspective, we see things in a different way, obviously, but maybe we see things differently. I think you're going to surprise yourself. You're going to surprise yourself. All right, let's get one for this Four of Swords. Okay. We have the Five of Cups, so it's a card of sadness and sorrow, right? Over cups that didn't work. Right. All we have to do is turn around and see that there's still a couple of these cups standing up, right? So cups are of emotion, so this is an emotional card. Hence the water running through it. Fives are a breakthrough, though. So you're actually going to be leaving this energy. You are going to turn and look at these other cups, right? You're leaving this energy. Maybe you've been in solitude and quietude for a while. With this Judgment card, you know, reassessing some of the old hurts and things that didn't work out. Looking at them through this lens of your authentic self is going to give you, it's going to shed a new light on some things in your life, okay? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune coming out underneath that Four of Wands. So, wow. Yeah, I mean, this is karma and destiny. This is something that's meant to happen. We have the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment, both cards of karma and transformation, right? Well, I guess the Lovers is too. Yeah, you're really shifting with this. You're looking at shores ahead. And in order to look at shores ahead, you've got to assess the past, right? Not to rehash it. Not to rehash it, but to have understanding. When we understand why things work and didn't work in our past, that strengthens our stamina for our future, right? And gives us hope. Gives us understanding for things to come. It's just all about our own personal evolution, really. It is. And we have the Seven of Cups coming out under the Judgment card. So yeah, it's going to clear some confusion for you, but I feel like with that setting your course, talking about the limitless possibilities of expanding your horizons, in this reading of expansion, I think these are opportunities. So there are some opportunities that are either going to come up for you or are coming up for you now. Pay attention. My cat wants to play fetch. There are some opportunities around you right now. Opportunity. Wow. Yeah, this has been tough, huh? Here's the Ten of Swords coming out in your energy. No wonder you're resting and recovering. Look at all these swords. It's the Ten of Swords. It's an ending, right? So this whole transformation here is going to end this pain that you've been in. Expanding your horizons, right? Looking at things through a different lens, through the lens of your authenticity. It's going to change you. This is a beautiful shift. And it's going to pull you out of this energy, this painful energy, this energy of sorrow. You know, that Five of Cups is also about leaving, whatever that means for you. I mean, obviously, in the ship, they're off on an adventure. This is about an adventure. This is an internal adventure, I think. It's a huge shift. Wow, okay. Yeah, you've been having some sleepless nights. This is funny, in your energy, it shows that you're getting sleep, but it's not restful, is it? There's a lot of worry around this. What are you worried about? This is anxiety and stress. You're stressing about something, maybe about a move. The setting your course talks about expanding relationship and business horizons. So, I mean, you're about over it. You have that 10. You have that 10 in your energy. Maybe there are too many opportunities right now coming at you. Maybe that's why you're unsure of what to pick, right? You're unsure of what to pick? Go with the King of Wands, right? He's a trailblazer. This is trailblazer energy. It's confidence. It's independence. It's doing things in your own way. When you get to the Lover's card here in your reading, and you start looking at your life through the lens of your authenticity, I feel like it really attaches, all of us to this King of Wands energy, right? Because then we are trailblazers. We're trailblazing for ourselves. We're doing things in our own unique, creative ways to get where we want to go. That's what this is about. Getting where you want to go, but doing it in a way that is in alignment with who you are. It's going to give you so much relief to step away from some of those painful energies, right? And if you're not doing this assessment and seeing things through who you really are at this point, you will be really soon, okay? And then we have a gift of new beginnings from the Ace of Pentacles, right? This is a really strong foundation. It's a stable foundation in the material world. This is being handed to you from the Spirit, from the Divine. This is a really karmic spread here, okay? This is something that you were meant to go through, and you're going to come out successful, right? You're going to be successful with this, okay? Pile number 1, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time. Welcome pile number 2, and we are using the Mermaid Tarot today to dig into this card of focus, the setting your course. Okay, this is about your expansion, expanding your horizons regarding personal and business aspects of your life. Okay, so I want to thank everyone so much for being here. I am super honored to be able to bring you these messages today. I hope you are all well. Please keep in mind this is timeless if I can shuffle the cards. And also a general reading for the collective. Yeah, I'm just like having some issues here. Ooh, let's knock some of that energy around. Anyway, yes, general collective. Reading for the general collective. And we are going to dig into this broadening your horizons and limitless possibilities incoming for you. All right. Okay, we have the 3 of the Wands. The 3 of the Wands. Wow, if I can talk today, you guys, I'm really sorry. 3 of Wands. Okay, now in the Mermaid deck, usually the 3 of Wands is taking action on a plan, right? How you want to build your life, how you want to live in it, how you want, anyway. In this deck, the Wands are crossed and there's a magnifying glass, right? So it's indicating that there's something around you that you need to take a closer look at before proceeding. Okay, taking a closer look at, which is interesting because in the setting your course, he's got that telescope so that he can see closer, see a closer view of what the horizon is about. Okay, so you do have something coming in. It's not bad at all. Just take a gander at it, right? Look at it from all angles. Really inspect it. And it may not be in your field yet, but it's coming. If it's not in your field, look at that. Get your telescope out. See it coming. In your energy, wow, the 3 of Pentacles. What? Card of collaboration. Card of mastery. This is in your energy. Remember, setting your course, the 3 characters on here says that there may be 3 people coming in to help you with something, with a collaborative project, or to help you find your path, right? So having this collaboration in your energy is really kind of cool. I would even consider it a double tap, perhaps. But the scrolls in this Akashic Tarot do not represent pentacles. I think they're swords. Anyway, but different meanings, so I guess that doesn't even really matter. Okay. And then you have it, keep in mind, this is a tower moment. Of course it is. When we change our perspectives, when we work differently, as in bringing in other people, when we take the time to really look at the details of what's going on around us, it changes us. So tower moment, yeah. I'm not afraid of tower moment. I used to just cringe when I would see them, but I understand that they're just a course correction, setting your course. This may be just about getting you back on your path. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords in pile 1 as well. Yeah, there's something you need to look at a little closer, okay? And that's in relationship to something that was really painful. The thing with the 10 of Swords is it is an ending to the pain. So you are moving on. This is the pile of moving on. You're moving on. You're leaving something behind, right? Someone's going to help you do it. Right? It's collaboration. It could just be 2 other people. You would make the 3rd. So this maybe is you, the captain on the ship. I don't know. Let me pull this back. There's a rainbow in the sky too. Maybe you're the captain of the ship and you've got two besties that are going to help you, or two people that are going to help you with this. You're moving on. This feels like a physical move to me, right? Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it does. Just watch, okay? Watch and understand where you're going. I feel like that's kind of important, but you've got your telescope and you've got your besties with the map. So yeah, this is a move. Oh my gosh, look at this Three of Cups celebration. And community and support. This is also support, that Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of support here. We have support. We have support. We have three threes. No. We have four threes. We have the Three of Scrolls, Three of Wands, Three of Cups, and Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this is threes are definitely important. I mean, we could say this is a situationship, but it doesn't feel like this is a romantic thing. This feels like it's about moving you out of a situation, perhaps. Whatever, maybe your situation you're in right now isn't for you. Possibly with that Tower realignment happening. That's what it feels like. Okay, under the Tower. Yeah, you've been really working hard on something, okay, with the Seven of Pentacles. Now, obviously, in this image, they're waiting to have this baby, right? But this indicates that there's something that you've worked really, really hard on that you haven't seen the fruits of your labor, so to speak, like the rewards at the end. Like it's planting a seed and waiting for the plant to grow and give you sustenance, right? So it's a very, very slow moving energy. It's also a card of hope and faith in the project and the process of what you've been doing. Now, with this coming out with the Tower, it's quite possible there's something that you've been working on really hard that just isn't moving in the way that you want to move it. Yeah, moving. See, we keep saying moving. This is moving, that's moving. This, you may have to make a decision whether or not to walk away from this, or yeah, I mean, it is a decision. It's a crossroads. Let's get another one for this Ten of Swords. What's going on with this Ten of Swords? This Ten of Swords. Well, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is all about balance and equality. Now, in this particular deck, there's a lot of stuff going on that we don't know about because the Rabbit is putting on a show, right? To show you something different, maybe, than what's going on in reality, right? Look at, he's balancing on a fish. Yeah, balancing on a fish. He's got two pentacles he's juggling. So it's kind of a showy card. So it's quite possible that, you're in a lot of, you've been in a lot of pain and people don't know it. I feel like your support system does, though. Yeah, in your energy is the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you had to turn away from a perceived sanctuary, basically. Like a situation or someone offered you a sense of security that ended up being false, is what I feel like. And it can be with work, it can be in a relationship, but that relationship can be a best friend, a love interest, a relationship kind of thing, a boss, a coworker, like that. Like someone gave you a sense of security that wasn't real. Okay. So I think that's why with this Three of Wands, you're kind of being handed magnifying glass to really take a look at things, because this hurt you. This is where this Ten of Swords comes from. It was the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, and you really need to get back to a state of balance and groundedness with that Two of Pentacles. So this is kind of a shakeup for you, but you have so much support around you in your energy, your community, your besties. They're going to help you through this. So please, please, please allow them to ask for help if you need. And ask for help if you need. And here comes the Empress. Yeah, because this is where you're going. You're going to the land of abundance in all things, right? Beauty, luxury, nature. There's no worry here. There's no worry. That's where it's interesting. The Empress is also, with child, as the Seven of Pentacles in this deck depicts. You've got help. You've got support. Yeah, it's a realignment. It's a course correction for you, right? Maybe you're unaccustomed to having people help you, but they're there. They're there to help you. Something didn't go right with that Five of Pentacles that created hardship and a struggle. But please keep in mind, fives are breakthrough cards, and that Five of Pentacles. I just think it takes so much courage to walk away from something that isn't right, if you know what I mean. Okay? Even if it's safe and secure and you're supported in maybe material fashion or money or all of that stuff, but you chose to walk away from it. Like, that takes a lot of courage, right? And it feels like it's really being bolstered by community, by collaboration, by, your whoever it is, your shipmates, helping you with a map. Like, there's someone, there are two people that are going to come and help you. Two people. Because you are the captain of this ship. Queen of Wands. Fiery, creative, and juicy. I'm telling you, this is so awesome, you guys. You are moving through some stuff right now, and it's going to be amazing for you, especially with the Empress coming out and now that Queen of Wands. She's so independent and creative and self-confident, right? Standing on her own 2 feet. We have the Ten of Wands. So you're going to be able to lay this burden down. It feels like two people are going to be helping you. You may already know them. To me, on the ship, it seems like, well, obviously they know each other, right? They're shipmates. Yeah, you've got some help coming. And when you allow them to help you, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. There's going to be fast moving. Stuff's going to it's going to go so fast. And you're going to be so happy to have those people around. Bottom of the deck, the Star. Yeah, you are definitely, with that Tower being realigned, it's a course correction. It doesn't mean that the path you took is wrong. It's a path that you had to go on. It's just time to get back to what your soul purpose is. Okay? And you're going to have a lot of help. You're going to have a lot of help, and it's going to end some pain. It's going to end some feeling burdened or, too many demands on you. Sometimes with the Ten of Wands too, we're carrying not just our burden, but other people's burdens as well, which can be hard. It can be exhausting, right? This is why that ten of Wands is that feeling of being burnt out, right? But you have some help. There are people in your orbit that are going to help you through this life, because it's close. Like, towers typically happen pretty quick, but it's close, and it's just this realignment for your getting back to your North Star, getting back on track, getting back on the soul path. Okay, for whatever reason, this was necessary for you to go through, right? So please rely on this help. If someone that you know randomly offers to help you with something, say yes. Say, okay. I know that's really hard to do, especially if you're super independent, or fiercely independent, which I can relate to. I am as well. But yeah, you're meant to move on. You are meant to move on, physically, mentally, emotionally, all of those things, and you have help to do this. All right. Okay, pile number 2, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon. Welcome, pile number 3. And we're going to use the Wandering Star. Sorry, there's a glare. Wandering Star Tarot to dig into this reading a little bit more, right? We have the 3 of Scrolls, setting your course, about expanding your horizons in personal and business relationships. Okay, looking for those shores, those foreign shores, those new shores of this adventure, where the limitless opportunities are waiting for you. Okay, so we're going to get into it. This is awesome. So thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I'm absolutely honored to be able to bring you these messages. I love doing this. And please keep in mind that they are timeless and they are general for the collective. These are not one-on-one. All right. Expanding your horizons. The 7 of Pentacles. Oof. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is cool. It's a card of faith, right? Because you had a plan. You planted a seed, and the seed is growing into what you want it to grow into. It's just, it takes a long time, and the faith part comes in because you're waiting to see what grows, right? You're waiting for it to grow to a certain height. You're waiting for it to produce a certain fruit or a certain, that kind of thing, right? So it is a card of patience as well. But you have planted the seeds on something. In your energy is the Magician. Of course you are, right? This is a card of mastery. It's a card of action. It's time to take action because you have the skills. You have all the tools. You have the power to do whatever it is that you need to do right now. This is a card of transmuting that energy into the physical world for physical world creation. Okay? What are you doing? I love it. I love it. And we have the World card. So you are definitely creating. You are creating, but you're completing a cycle with whatever this is, okay? And, let's give her like some glitzy. Let me give her some glitz. Yeah. So 7 of Pentacles, and yeah, you're completing a cycle here. Maybe you have found the distant shores. Maybe you know exactly where you're going to go. Under the 7 of Pentacles, yeah, you have the Knight of Cups coming in, right? Bringing you a message, a proposal, a quest, a cup full of love. There's good news coming in about whatever this Seven of Pentacles is. Maybe something that you did is finally happening. Okay, or something that you started a long time ago is finally happening, which would be really, really cool. Under the Magician, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, this is also in your energy. So, yeah, you're going to have to move away from some things. Okay. You're completing a cycle, which means you're going to be starting a new journey. And you can't take everything with you that's in your life right now, unfortunately. And it's not always easy to walk away from things. But when we walk away from things, we open space. We have room then for expansion into our new journey, into the new leg of our journey, into the new chapter in our story. You know, you get the gist. And it can be people, it can be places, it can be things, situationships. I don't know why I said situationships. Well, that's weird. It can be situations, people, places, all those things. But you're doing it because you understand, as the Magician, that it's time to move on. This is what, pile number 2 was a little bit, it was about moving on as well, but in a different way, All right. The world is your oyster. Okay, completing a cycle, but you're completing a cycle as the Queen of Pentacles, right? This feels to me like you started with this Seven of Pentacles over there, and your patience and your faith and your trust that it was going to create something amazing, right? Here it is, the Queen of Pentacles. This is a strong foundation. It came to fruition. This is who you are moving into the next leg of your journey, right? The Queen of Pentacles. It's slippery. Whew. There's really a sense of like a sigh of relief with this pile, right? I don't know if you can feel that or not. I can definitely feel it. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. The card, this deck is usually pretty easy to use, and today it's just flying all over the place. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be a message incoming from family as well. Sixes are typically memories and families and that kind of thing. The Six of Pentacles is also reciprocity. It's a card of charity. It's a card of giving. It's a card of receiving, right? So an ebb and flow, but it is around Pentacles, which is your material world stability, right? So it could be money, finances, that kind of thing. Charity. It's a card of charity. All right, so maybe someone's going to help you in that way. Or you're going to help someone in that way. It just depends. Like I said, it's a give and take card. Give and receive card, not take. Oh, wow. In your energy, you have the Queen of Wands. I love the Queen of Wands. It came out in the last reading too, the last pile. Independent, creative, passionate, self-confident, right? The Queen of Wands is a trailblazer, a leader. You know how some people can't do anything unless they have their, 5 besties around them? The Queen of Wands doesn't need that. Now, the Queen of Wands has a ton of friends and a huge supportive community, but they still make decisions for themselves and choose a path for themselves, right? The Queen of Wands doesn't cave to peer pressure, kind of a rule breaker, gonna get where she wants to go in her own way, which I love. The trailblazer, Yeah, you're definitely going places, and you're going places based on you, right? Very independent energy here. I love this. Yeah, you are about to cross a finish line. You're about to the shore. You're about to where you're meant to be for this next chapter in your life. This next fun journey in your life. And we have the Lover's card. Yes. So this is about aligning with yourself. It's about understanding your soul purpose and using that as a lens to look at your life through, to look at everything that comes at you through, right? When we use that, when we understand who we are at our core, soul core, if you want to call it that, your true authentic self, if we use that as a lens for everything in our lives, we see how things align. We see the things that don't align anymore, right? This Eight of Cups, the walking away. This is why, because we're now reevaluating everything. We're looking at everything. We're looking at every little detail and understanding what we have to leave behind and what gets to come with us. That is your authentic self showing up. And I love that it's right next to that Queen of Wands because she's kind of the same, right? A little fiery sometimes. And the Devil card. All right, I'm not surprised. We're talking about leaving things behind. So this is about fear and attachments and some people say addictions. It's people, places, things that no longer align with us, right? Things that maybe we should have let go a long time ago, but we didn't. It can be old beliefs, outdated beliefs, outdated mindsets. You know, only looking at things through, only looking at things, how do I say that? You know, like when we're growing up as kids and we're told that, you know, the sky is blue, then we always believe the sky is blue, right? Even if it's purple or fiery red, the sky is always blue. That's what I mean, like being so rigid. So it could be about releasing self-limitations and restrictions too. So yeah, and you're going to be letting go of stuff because you've got that, you're walking away, you're moving into a new realm, you're ending a chapter. It's time for this new journey, and you've got to leave some stuff behind. Like you're about to dock. Your ship's about to dock. Knight of Pentacles. So this is all part of this original thing that you planted, okay? Now, the Knight of Pentacles is very, very slow moving. Like Pentacles are also slow moving. But strategic when it comes to finances and investments and all of those things. This is about your stability in the material world. So it's happening. This is happening. Pile number 3. Where are you going? Like, this is such a beautiful reading. Yeah. I said, where are you going? And here's where you're going, the Empress card. So, yeah. Full on abundance. This is the cornucopia card, right? The basket overflows with the abundance. Fiery, fiery. I say fiery. That's a very loving energy, loving, nurturing energy, the Empress there. Okay, is there anything else that wants to come out with you? Well, hello, sunshine. We have the Nine of Cups coming out. So this is emotional wish fulfillment. This is yours. So when we leave, so with the Eight of Cups, we walk away from things, right, that no longer align with us, but we take with us the things that do. And so the Nine of Cups actually allows us a moment to sort of be with those things, right? To have a pause, to enjoy those things in the moment, right? This one popped out too. Heartbreak, sorrow, and grief. Yeah, I mean, I think anytime that we leave, that we start a new journey, we leave the old, because we do in one way or another, whether it's in our mind, in our heart, in our physical world, like it's bittersweet, right? And I think that that's what this card is representing with this shift, this move that you're about to do. If you're not already in it, okay? It's bittersweet. It does make your heart hurt. The only thing I can say is focus on the things that did work out instead of what didn't. And understand as well that with the Devil card, that this is your opportunity to leave the narrative of some of your old heartaches and sorrows behind. I feel like this is part of something that you need to leave behind, right? When we can release the grief and the sorrow and the heartache, there's room to expand the love and the joy and the happiness, which is coming for you. Like I said, you're about to dock. You're about to cross that finish line. So yeah, bottom of the deck, we might as well look there, and we have the card of victory, glory, triumph, right? It's a card of recognition. This is beautiful, you guys. Pile number 3. I love this for you. Pack your bags. All right, thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time.